Hello everyone, welcome to Meeple Station. Now, this is an entirely brand new game. The developers, first of all, I want to thank Vox for giving me a key to the game to go ahead and try it out before it releases here in a few days. I think it's like the 19th or something like that. It's like 12 days away. So anyway, currently this does say pre-alpha. I'm kind of hoping that once the full game gets released for early access here in a little bit, that some more options will become available. As you can see, we have the ability to possibly do multiplayer and mods and everything. So the game is basically it's an open sandbox game to where you build your own space station. You go around, you get resources to refine, create more stuff, make your station bigger, get more meeps, or meeples, I should say, to join your station. But you've also got the issues of pirates, and you've got trading that you can do. And it's a really neat concept for a game. So I'm really curious to see where they take it, how it develops and everything, and what all comes of this game. So we're just going to really just kind of jump in and start playing. Not sure how far we're going to get with this here at the very beginning, with it being pre-alpha and everything, but we'll see what happens. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. So here's the main menu. Okay, so we've got the main menu here. Obviously, that's what this is. Now, you can change your language. We have, some... Well, they're working on some languages right now, but right now you've got English, Russian, Chinese, and Italian. Okay, obviously we're going to go with the English language because that's what we speak. So anyway, going in. We're going to go ahead and do new game, and obviously we don't have any campaigns right now, so we'll go into classic. I'm going to keep it at peaceful mode right now, and here's the main reason why. So, well, I'll explain the reason why here in a little bit. So, anyway, with peaceful mode, now just explain it now, why not? Screw it. With peaceful mode, it basically gives you the ability to start mining stuff right away, whereas mild or anything later, anywhere that you choose on the map, and I'll show you that here in a minute, anywhere you choose on the map, you actually have to start trading first before you start mining or anything like that. So I'm going to go into peaceful mode. The first thing that you do once you click on that is you actually have to create a base station. So we have a little bit of information up here. So first of all, navigation, WASD, like most of the games that are out there now. That'll get us to go around. We can also use the arrow keys if we want to, but I'm not going to do that. WASD is what we're going to use. Q and E will actually, I'll show you that here in a minute. Q and E basically goes between our layers. So this isn't just a two-dimensional thing. It's actually, we have multiple layers that we can go on here. Okay. Actually, I think if I click, so you see the Z axis that's down here. So it's currently at 18. If I hit E, it goes down to 17. E goes down to 16. So we can have a very multi-layer station here, which will be really nice. And then the station building, so use your credits to design your station. If you are unsure of what to build, follow the checklist on the left, or try loading a default station in the blueprints menu. So we have our essentials that we need over here, which, in my opinion, after playing this for a couple of hours, there's some more stuff that we're going to need other than that, and we'll get into that here in a minute. Now, we could do some random examples, which... This will kind of load up a couple of things that might be beneficial to us. Actually, I kind of like this one. This one's kind of nice. But here's the example that we have. We have this stuff here, and then I can go down to this layer here, which is really just that. And then I can go down to this layer here. But I kind of want to keep things a little simple. So I'm actually gonna go back. I think. Yeah, we're gonna go back. I'll exit out and come back in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, back here at the blank slate, basically. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting into this. So up here in the essential areas, we need solar panels, power cell, life support, a suit rack, airlock, and a food source. Makes sense, right? So we have our area down here. We've got blueprints, which nothing's really available yet. That's kind of a feature that I haven't really delved into. But we're going to go in here to build. So we've got hull segments, ladders, go up and down bulkheads to keep things separate, and airlocks. I think what I want to do is I want to build a hallway that comes in this way. Okay. Now our airlock, this is going to be, let's see, let's rotate with R. Very simple. So we'll put an airlock here at the very end. Now with a little bit that I've learned on this game so far, I want to put a bulkhead here, and then I want to put a bulkhead here. So that way, once someone goes out of the airlock or, you know, out into space and everything, then this bulkhead kind of, the oxygen basically just depletes out of this area instead of going into this whole hallway and affects the rest of the ship, because that's the last thing that we want, right? We don't want to lose a whole lot of oxygen out of here. Okay, so now I don't know why that popped up like that, but I don't have any of this stuff yet. So that's a little bit of a bug, but that's okay. Let's kind of do our own little checklist here. So we need solar panels, power cell, and life support. So those are going to be the biggest things that we need. So let's go ahead and let's create a hallway that comes down this way just a tad. And this is normal, you know, this is just, you know, showing us that layer and everything. You know, it's not going to be able to if you put walls up over here on this side, you're not going to be able to see anything, okay? So we've got to be able to have the walls down a little bit. Kind of reminds me a little of, what is it? The original Sims. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of The Sims, the very first one. For those of you who are too young to know that, I suggest Googling it or YouTubing it and watching that, because that's what it reminds me of. So anyway, so we'll just do a small 3x3 room here, and then we'll take another bulkhead, we'll go right here. Now, the reason why I'm doing these bulkheads is like this is because, you know, you can see where we have O2 at 0% here, we have it 0%, so it keeps it separated, right? Think about Star Trek, think about Star Wars. I don't know if it was really in Star Wars, but, you know, think about Star Trek. You know, you had, you know, different bulkheads and everything to keep the sections separate. That way, in case there was a leak, you didn't have to worry about it. So we'll keep the hallway coming down this way. Now, in here, we're going to go down to our power and fuel. I want to have some solar panels. 3, 4... I guess we'll do 8. Now, we do need to take, so this rigging thing, this is what connects the solar panels from the outside of the hull to the panel itself. And you can see how that's green on both sides there. I don't know if you can really see that very much, but it's green on both sides. So that's where this square right here is where it's connecting to. So then we can take our power cell, honestly, just pop the power cell right there, and we have 50 kilowatts of power. Perfect. Now, what I'm doing is, if I don't want this anymore, I can just right-click, and it's gone. Okay? And the other thing that I need is life support. So I have to have life support. Obviously, we have to have life support. Now, I could do a couple things with it. I could put it over here in the corner, or if I put it, like, say, here in the middle, then I could go back down here to the power cell. And then it's saying it's not hooked up to electricity, but then I can hook it up to electricity that way. I mean, granted, easiest thing to do would be put it in the corner, but we can always add something in the corner later. But now that we have life support, you can see the O2 level is going up. We have 35%, so on and so forth. Very simple. Now, a couple other things that it's saying that we need are a suit rack. We already have the airlock, and then a food source. Okay, simple enough. Zoom in just a little here. Now, since this is the main way going out, I think I want to have my suit rack. Let's see. Let's have that. Let's do like a small room like right here. And then we'll have that come out this way. Yeah. So I'll do a bulkhead there, and we'll do another bulkhead there. Okay. All right, that works. And then in furniture is where we have our suit rack. We'll rotate that around and put it here. So that way when they go to leave, they can grab their suit and then they can just, walk out into space with their little suit pack on. Anyway, so that gives us 100% there. That's fine. Okay. Now, what it doesn't tell you, because the last thing that we need is a food source, but what it doesn't tell you is you also have to have beds. Your meeples have to have somewhere to sleep. And then there's a couple of other things that we're going to need as well. So let's go into, let's see, structures. We'll do a whole segment. I think we'll leave life support over there by itself. And then this is going to be, honestly, just a very, very tiny hallway coming into here. I think we'll expand this out to there. Basically, I'll take, and then we'll do a hallway that way. So we'll have a hallway right here in the center. I feel like that needs to be there. No. Now, actually, let's do that. Now, if you want to get rid of something, let's say we want to get rid of this piece here. So we click on this button right here with salvage. We'll click on that so that gets rid of it. Keeps that open right there. And then we'll do another bulkhead here. Okay. And that's gonna do a little bit of a segue into the bedroom that we're gonna have probably over here in this area. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so in here we need a couple of things. So obviously we need a food source. So fish tank is going to be our food source. Took me a minute to figure that one out, but that's our food source. Because, we need fish. Now, this other stuff that's over here is blacked out because we have to have research. We have to be able to research it. Now, do pay attention to the money that you have available to you down here. So with this, currently right now, everything that we're spending, that's 1,350 credits, 200 credits. Obviously, it's costing us money. Totally forgot to look to see how much we had at the very beginning, but we're doing okay. The other thing that we're going to need is we need a refinery. Now, the reason why we need a refinery is because we're going to go out and we're going to mine stuff, okay? We're going to have some stuff to mine. We're going to have to create stuff going from... what is it? We're going to be going from, oh my gosh, like iron ore to iron, or steelite to steel, stuff like that. Okay, so we need to be able to make sure we can refine it. Now, this little guy is going to need electricity. Now, here's the thing. Here's where this gets a little tricky. Now, your cables, you can't just take your cables and come all the way through the station like this. No. Can't have it running through the bulkheads like that. It's not going to happen. But what we can do is we can have the cables come out this way, hook it up to the rigging section, and I'm just going to take this and go that way with it. So now we have electricity hooked up to that. Is it the best idea? Probably not, but it's the way I'm going to start doing it for right now. Okay. I imagine once I play this more, I'll have better ideas come up on building stuff. But I'm okay with that for now. We're in the very beginning. I have a feeling we'll end up starting this thing over many, many times. Okay, so we'll go there. We have that. Now, the other thing that we need to do is I need somewhere for these guys to sit down and eat their food. I'm going to put a table there. We'll put chairs all around here. And I think I'm going to put a small container in the... No, I'm going to put a pot plant over here. Pot plant. I think it's supposed to be a potted plant, not a pot plant. Then again, it could be a pot plant. Who knows? You never know what these people are wanting to do. More power to you. Anyway. Okay. So, very nice. Very simple. Not going to worry about an office desk. I think I do want to put a research lab in here, though. I think. Let's see how much it's going to cost for the bedroom first. And then we'll go from there. So let's go. Let's see. I could keep the hallway coming down this way. Or I could come off the center here. Yeah, let's come off the center there. Actually, let's do this. Ooh, No. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Actually, get rid of that. We'll create a bit of a center area. Not sure why, I just feel like we need to. Yeah. And then this can actually go into... Okay. So this can go into the bedroom area that's going to be right here. I haven't planned any of this out in my head yet, so bear with me. But I like this. This will be a bedroom. It's not going to be a bedroom for one person. It's going to be a bedroom for everybody. Oh, and what I just did there, if you hit O, you can get a full view of the way the station looks. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm actually just going to go through and rotate and put beds in here. Now, what this doesn't tell you is that you have to have at least 4 beds in the very beginning because you'll have 4 meeples. Okay, we'll have 4 meeples. Now, I'm putting 6 beds in here because you have the potential to get more meeples on here from trade ships once you start accepting trades. Meeples will come to the station on the trade ships and they'll be like, oh, I really like it here. Let me stay. So there you go. That's just, I mean, I don't know if they'll say that exactly, but they might. Okay. I doubt they will. I highly doubt they will. Let's give the bedroom a little bit of a flair here. We'll put a pot plant in there. It doesn't look, that looks like a pot plant. That don't look like a pot plant. I wouldn't know what one looks like though. I wouldn't know. I had no idea. No clue. Okay. Let's get a couple of dressers in here for these guys. Actually, you know what? No. Let's just do 1 dresser. And I think I'll do 2 more beds. Yeah. 1 dresser, 2 more beds. So that'll give us 8 beds total. Now, they do want their own private bedroom, but for the sake of, you know, cost and everything, everyone's kind of got to sleep together. Sorry about you. Now, I could go up a level, so if I went, if I hit Q, that would go up a level, and I could add in, let's see, where's it at? Structures, I could do a ladder segment that goes up. Well, first I'd have to be at this layer, then I could add it in. Thing is, though, is that I'm not going to do that just yet. And the reason why is because I found there might be a little bug earlier that I found. I'm not entirely sure yet. Still got to test it out. But nobody was going up the ladder to go do any research or refining or anything like that. So I kind of left that out for right now. So what I want to do, I actually want to extend this out 1 more. And I've got plenty of money now for a lab. So we'll put the lab here. So we've got refining, we have a lab, we have a fish tank for food. Eventually we'll change it all around once we get more resources and stuff like that, and we can start building onto the station and having different layers and stuff like that to where we can have the bedrooms and we can have different things where food is growing by itself and refining and so on and so forth. But I think that's good. I think we've got everything in here that we need. So we have all of this stuff. We have basically all of the furniture things in here that we need. Don't really need an office desk, but we've got the money, so why not put it in here? I don't see why not. We've used all the structures, and we've actually used everything for the power cells. So great. That's awesome. So the last thing that we're going to do, now that we've got this built up, is I'm going to show you how to look at this in your actual space station way. So clicking on this little button right here, this will allow you to view the station with it completely closed off. And then if you click on, I think it's this one, that gets rid of the grid that's around. So this kind of shows you what the station looks like, you know, without, or out here in space. You know, we have a little bit of a solar array over here, grid coming out, connecting that. So it really doesn't look too bad. It looks like it is actually supposed to be there. Kind of helps support this little section that's right there that's not together. So it kind of works. Now, which of course I also don't remember what some of this other stuff does. I have no idea what these buttons do. I'm pressing them and nothing's happening, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So, you can also go and do your Z-axis going this way. Oh, I see what that does. So, okay. So this basically layers it to where... What is happening right now? Oh, it's moving. Weird. Okay, well, anyway, I'm changing my axis and all that kind of stuff. I'm clicking around on crap now. So anyway, next thing that you want to do, we're going to hit launch. Now, here's where... I thought I hit peaceful. Oh, no. I hit peaceful. Why do I have no resources? This is I don't know if this is a bug or not. So, I have, even though I'm clicking in an area where there aren't any resources, or where there are resources, I'm not getting any resources. This is not good. This is not good at all. Because I was thinking that with clicking on a peaceful mode, you should be able to have resources, but we're not getting anything. Oh well. You know what? It's okay. It's all right. We're going to go to an area that is near resources. We'll go ahead and jump there. We're getting towed to that station. And we're just going to go ahead and we'll get started in the next episode. We'll wrap it up here. You know, we have our meeples and everything. We can pause the game if we need to. But that's pretty much the best way that I have found for me to get started. You know, we've got plenty of money available to us right now, or coins, or whatever it is that these guys use for currency. I mean, we've got enough of it, okay? We've got enough of it. And we have a really good setup with everything that we have. So next episode, we'll get into what we're going to do next, really. So let me know what you guys think of this game so far. Comment down in the comment section down below. Give me questions that you might have or anything like that. I'm going to be recording some episodes back to back, so I may not address it in the next episode, but I will take the comments that I read, and in the next episode that I record with those comments, we'll kind of address some of those issues or questions or concerns or anything like that you guys have. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. We're going to do a lot of stuff with this new game. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm already having fun with it already, and I hope you guys are too. I'm going to shut up and stop talking now. Anything else that you want to know about me is in the description down below. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.